Do you know how to dominate the mid-game in chess? This phase, often referred to as the engine room of chess, is where the majority of games are won or lost. Today, we're diving deep into the strategies that can make your mid-game stronger and more formidable. The first step to mastering the mid-game is understanding its importance. Sandwiched between the opening and the endgame, the mid-game is where the real battle happens. It's a stage of complex strategy, tactical maneuvering, and player psychology. Now, onto the strategies. First up, we have the principle of two weaknesses. This principle holds that it's easier to win when your opponent has to deal with problems in two separate areas of the board. This could mean attacking an exposed king while also threatening a weak pawn. Next, consider pawn structure. A pawn isn't just the smallest piece on the board, it's a vital part of your offense and defense. A good pawn structure can control the center, shield your king, and create paths for your other pieces. In the mid-game, consider how your pawns can support more advanced pieces and become a queen later in the game. The third strategy involves exploiting open files and diagonals. When a file, a column or diagonal is devoid of pawns, rooks and bishops can exert their influence to the fullest. Control these open lines, and you control the game. Fourthly, remember the power of piece activity. In the mid-game, every piece should be working towards your victory. Knights should be positioned centrally, bishops should be bearing down long diagonals, rooks should be on open files, and your queen should be ready to jump into the action. Lastly, don't forget about king safety. Even in the heat of the mid-game, always keep an eye on your king. A well-defended king not only survives into the endgame, but can also become an active participant in your offensive strategies. To summarize, the mid-game in chess is a complex and pivotal phase. Dominate it by creating two weaknesses for your opponent, paying attention to pawn structure, exploiting open files and diagonals, keeping your pieces active, and ensuring your king's safety. Master these strategies and watch as your chess game transforms. Not only will you see an improvement in your mid-game, but you'll also discover how these strategies seep into your opening and end game, making you a more formidable opponent across the entire chessboard. Remember, chess is a game of patience and strategy, so take your time, think through your moves, and always keep the principles of the mid-game in mind. The mid-game might seem daunting, but with these strategies, you'll be well on your way to mastering this critical phase. So, why not give them a try in your next game? You might just find yourself in control of the chessboard, dominating the mid-game, and winning more often. The mid-game is waiting for you. Embrace it, master it, and conquer the chessboard.